What's up, my people? Professor Raven in the building, and today we have some devastating news. Maroo's Bazaar is no more. It's cooked. It's dead, destroyed, eviscerated, incinerated. Not usable. And this is crazy for me because I film at Maroo's every video. No cap. No cap. You've seen me at Maroo's every video, bro. What is Maroo's Bazaar? Mainly, it's the main place where you trade with other players on Mars, but its secondary feature for a plethora of people, such as myself, was the best place in the game for fashion framing. Maroo's Bazaar had the best neutral lighting, so much so, fashioning there was like a white canvas for you to do anything with. Matching sigils, testing out other things fashion-wise, sigil-wise, all that. And that's why in every video or short you see me at Maroo's, because it's the best place I can showcase something I got for y'all. Now ever since the mushroom and plants moved in, Maroo's looking mad different now. And this is because they changed the dynamic lighting again in most relays, matter of fact, most of the game. So you know what that means? It's time to move on from Maroo's, since the coloration of sigils and the coloration of your fashion frame is no longer viable. Look at these. Look at them. Which looks better to you? That's what I'm saying. But there is hope. For everyone relying on the great lighting that Maroo's brought to the table, there's a couple of options that aren't the very best like Maroo ever was, but a decent enough substitute for the lighting in Maroo's. Look, for everyone that's discovering me for the very first time, be sure to like and subscribe for more fashion videos and sigil fashion, for you cannot find this content anywhere else. Before we get into the options, let's all hope that one day DE can do a sigil update that allows the sigils to change in all lightings in the game. But until then, we gonna make do. Let's go over option 1, the Dojo. Now mostly everyone that has a dojo knows that you can access the arsenal. So that means you can fashion within your dojo. Now this is nothing new. People have been hosting and doing fashion catwalk runway shows in several dojos, too many to count. Quantity is large. Now if you have your polychrome in the room, change the accent to default for your lighting, and boom, Maroo's at home. Though it's a couple shades darker than Maroo's normal lighting, you can still fashion as you please. That was the pro. Now here's the con. This can't work with everybody, including my own clan. Why? Well, you see, this is Snow the Moray Eel, volume 16 out of 21 monster girls in our dojo. And she is in an aquarium. This is also where our clan arsenal is, because it's in the navigation. Now you can't place multiple navigations down in a dojo, so you only tied to one. The moment I change my accent color in this room to default, she and the entire room will lose its vibe and luster. So this is not an option for a lot of people that decorate dojos, but if you don't have this issue, this is a very solid place to fashion. The second option for good fashion and sigil framing, the Captura. Now a lot of people do know about this, certain captures being pretty good for fashion framing. However, I found 3 of the best ones that I currently have. If you have the ones that I don't and they're really good, let me know down in the comment section, please. Now why 3 scenes instead of just showing the best one in my opinion? Mainly because I want people to have options so they don't have to farm one right out the gate. But they all slightly differ. So first, let's talk about the Grineer Galleon cargo scene, aka Hydron. Now if you slide all the way in the back, there is some good natural lighting. Though it has a bit more saturation than all of the capture scenes that we are going to talk about. Now there's only one skin that I found that doesn't work here in the Grineer Galleon cargo scene, and that is my Beach Cora skin. But rest assured, most if not 98% of my old Maroo fashions work here. The next one we're going to go over is the Corpus Depository scene. Standing right where you spawn is the place where you want to be. Hop into your arsenal and boom! You really got good natural light. Now I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this spot might just very well be the best spot for replacing Maroo's. The only downside I see with this Captura scene, it's a tad bit bright for a lot of metallic textures, but it's great nonetheless. You can get this scene from Sanctuary Onslaught Rotation A with a 9% chance. Last but certainly not least, let's go over the Mycala Colony scene. Basically the same as the Corpus Depository scene, but you need to go to the last area in the scene and go under the platform, and it basically achieves the same lighting with a little bit less saturation as the Corpus Depository scene. You can obtain this scene from the parent sequence after completing the Glassed Gambit. For any Yu-Gi-Oh! Meta fans out there, what DE did to Maroos is like what they did to Max C in the TCG. They banned it, then released 3 different versions of it that all do different things but make up one Max C's effect. This is basically what this is. All of these scenes complete one Maroos. The one pro about fashioning in the Captura is the full access to energy testing without needing Ember's noble animation. I want sigils to be more compatible and adaptable with coloring and texturing and dynamic lighting. Now before I end the video, I really have to be real with y'all, because this is off script. Every time I went to Maroos, I always saw someone trying to try out some tech or really experimenting and all that stuff. I'm really gonna miss that. I'm really gonna miss the ability to see y'all put in work. It was really cool. I got to speak with a lot of y'all and try to help y'all with the sigil tech and all that stuff. It is really unfortunate, but I'm really glad and honored really to know that my videos really reached the community, that people are trying the stuff that I'm posting. So I appreciate y'all for real. But if you want to discuss some new tech that you might have found that you want to show me, down below is my Discord. Join it. Be part of the flock. But with that being said, Professor Raven, out.